everyone, so today I am working with alcohol inks in resin. This right here, what you see, I was just kind of testing these alcohol inks to see what they did on a canvas. This is a mess, I know. But I will be putting just a complete clear coat down of resin and then dripping the pinata inks into them. This should be completely dry by now, so I don't think it's going to mess up my resin at all. These are a few sneak peeks that I wanted to show you guys. This piece turned out really amazing. I can't believe that I have never tried alcohol inks before. So I thought I would show you guys this because I've never actually showed you guys how I back my canvas. When I have nothing else, I just use these pieces of cardboard. I save them and reuse them so that I always have them. But for a 12 by 12 or 11 by 14 or 8 by 10 canvas, they work really great. I just put as many in there as I need. When you flip your canvas over, you can tell whether it's too high or on the edges. It'll be puffy, so you want to make sure that it's completely smooth and flat the whole way through. It just gives it a little support. So here I am putting my complete layer of resin down, and when I start adding the inks, I added so many spots because I just didn't like the background, so I was trying to cover that up as much as possible. And when I first started putting down the colors, I wasn't using white because I thought white sinks to the bottom and this is not a petri dish, so I don't need white. That is not true. You definitely want white because, as you'll notice, it starts to get very, very dark. Yeah, you can see here how dark it is getting. I start adding gold and white because I realize that it is just too dark of a piece. And let me tell you, everyone, the alcohol ink gold will take over. It is not like the other alcohol inks that kind of sink to the bottom. It really sits on top and it really takes over the other colors and spreads out. So if I had to do a piece like this again, I would not have used so much gold. And I also would have started using white earlier to put in between my dark colors so that they don't get muddied. You'll see here in a minute I'll realize that it is very, very dark and that I need to start adding some white. And when I add the white, it really starts to bring the piece together. When you put white over a dark color, it will make that color pop, or if you put any color into a white dot, it's going to look amazing. I think that this gold alcohol ink would work really great in just a regular resin piece. If you're looking for gold that's trying to sit on top instead of sinking in, I think that this would work wonderfully. This piece looks like a hot mess. It's named a hot mess, but it turned out so amazing at the end. You saw those few little pictures. Make sure you guys check out the video. I think that it starts at like 5:35. I tried to get as much in as I could to show you guys, but you really cannot see the depth of this painting in a video or even in pictures. The lines that I did at first on the canvas behind, they look so good. They look like they just add 10 extra layers of depth. And the alcohol inks add so much depth to a piece just because of how much I used. I'm in love with this piece. I think it's beautiful. Let me know what you guys think and what kind of projects that you have done with alcohol inks. Also, I wanted to share with you guys, when you're doing something like this, you might get a few spots where the ink sinks all the way down to the canvas and you have little dry spots on the canvas. All you need to do for that is just, I just scooped up a little bit extra resin, dropped it in the hole, kind of swirled it around a little bit, and then I was able to add a few more drops of ink to each spot, and it didn't sink down again, it just stayed where it was. And this piece is completely smooth. I don't have any weird dips or weird bumps or anything like that. So I don't even think that I'll need to do a flood coat. I think that this piece is going to be completely smooth. Also, I didn't torch it at all after I put any of the alcohol ink on there. I only torched it after I did the first clear layer of resin to get all the bubbles out and to smooth it all out. That was the only time I torched it. I didn't need to. No bubbles came to the surface that I saw. So if you would like to see more of my art or more of this piece, you guys can always check me out on Instagram or Facebook. They'll be linked in the description below, and they'll also be at the end of this video. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more awesome abstract art. And I will catch you guys later. Okay, so for everyone wondering about this piece, this is the back of the frame. So this is what it looks like from the other side. I didn't clean all the drips off of it because I didn't mean for it to be a two-sided piece. So there are drips. But you can clean those off. Or you could even tape the back so that you don't have drips and just peel it off. One of the big differences is the metallic paint. You can kind of see how it's like dotted. It kind of reminds me of alcohol ink. And the white looks really pretty with the metallic mixed in on the back. I'd say it still looks really pretty on the back. So this is the back, and I'll go ahead and turn it around. And this is the front. You guys have probably seen my frame I got for it. This is a 16 by 20 piece of glass. And honestly, it's one of my favorite pieces that I've done. These metallic paints were so beautiful together. And unfortunately, I used up all of this teal color and I lost the bottle. And I'm not exactly sure what color it was. So there you go for everyone who's wondering, front and back.